Hey, hey, Inspired Tribe, how's it going? Welcome to the Inspired Livestream. My name is Jean Nolan. This is my wonderful wife, Kristin Nolan. She's the wise voice behind the camera and on the thumbs right here, in the live chat, talking to you guys and answering questions and commenting, welcoming everyone. It's beautiful to be together. So wonderful that you're here, Inspired Tribe. It is Monday, November 15th, 2021. Thanksgiving is fast approaching. Christmas is fast approaching. The end of this year is fast approaching. And boy, has it been a year. And I think this is live stream number 218. And we should do it like we always do it. For a second, we thought about maybe changing up the mantra, but it's beautiful and everybody loves it. So we're not going to do that, right? It includes everything. Inspired Tribe. We are healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free, and we're excited that you're here. It really are. So thank you for coming. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the tribe. We're always so excited to see new faces. We're always so excited to see our original tribesters and those who've joined us in between. It's been a beautiful journey together. If you're new, this mantra has been there from the beginning. It is an affirmation. Affirmation is something that you feel, you speak, you act, you do into existence. We're healthy, wealthy, whole, and free. And today we're going to focus quite a little bit on the wealthy part, which is going to be exciting. But before we do so, let me welcome everyone. I see Ishim. Is it Ishim? Is that the name? I don't see that. No Ishim is here from the Netherlands. Morgan Blue. Samah Hammam from Egypt. Salam alaikum. Michelle is here. Wonderful to see you. Larry is here. Who else is here? Stuart, welcome. How's it going? Frank is here from Germany. Good to see you again. It's been a few minutes.
Carol is from snowy Cambridge, Ontario. Oh my God, snowy! I would love that.
That's exciting. Hey, Carol, to Canada. Hey, what's going on? Char is here from Indiana. Black Skies here from the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Maya is here. Anne is here. Ramon is here. Sidereal Phil Forrester. Emma is here from Bella Italia. Ciao, come stai? Belle Ruby is here. Then we have, what's that? Chauncey Gardner.
Mm-hmm. And Maya from Sweden.
Marco is here from Sweden. Welcome, Jesse. Too Far Gone. Renee. Is it Edis? Hope I got that right. Anita is here. Debbie, K-Rag, Sarah. Welcome, everyone. Bonjour de Paris. It's wonderful to see you all. Sol Anthony, Linda, Jackson, Louise. Welcome, everyone, to the Inspired Livestream. Today, we're going to talk about something that is in our line of work. And when I say our line of work, that's a big spectrum. Kristin has been a life coach for the vast majority of her adult life, helping people, counseling people. And I am clearly biased. I mean, she's my wife, clearly biased, that's for sure. But even if I wasn't her husband, I would tell you she's the best of the best at what she does. She's the best of the best at what she does, bar none. And we've been doing this work together for quite a while now, helping people, inspiring people, empowering people. On the other side, I'm an artist and songwriter. We've always been entrepreneurs. We've always kind of done our own thing. And there were times where it worked out really good and times where it didn't work out really good. And we're going to talk about both sides of that coin today because it's important to be authentic in what we represent. But what I wanted to say is, being in all of these fields, one thing has become very clear. Money is probably the most triggering subject throughout all
money and sexuality.
Money and sexuality. Today we're going to focus on money. It's the triggering subject. It doesn't matter what the background is, whether it's very rich people, whether it's very poor people, or in between. Money is a super triggering subject, but we don't care. We talk about everything here on the Inspired channel. And today is really about people who want to create financial freedom and abundance, but are not necessarily very interested in working a 9 to 5 job or a job in general for that matter. We're going to talk a little bit about where the future, where the economy is going, why it's changing, and why it's a really, really great time to create something new and something that is all your own. Excuse me. And this is really probably the best way to start this, something that is all your own. Now, in this particular era that we're living in, a lot of people are either losing their jobs, quitting their jobs, and that's in a lot of ways connected to the current mandates and to the current restrictions. And a lot of employers and a lot of governments around the world are basically forcing people to either get vaccinated or lose their jobs. So that's a big factor for a lot of people. Then throughout especially the past 18 months, although this has been going on longer, but especially the past 18 months, we've seen a lot of people simply moving away or wanting to move away from their jobs, from their 9 to 5, from their even profession, because they feel there's something more. They don't fit in anymore. They don't enjoy it anymore. They feel there's something more, and they want to do something that fits their soul, their purpose, their creativity better. So those are the factors that are kind of moving in right now. And this is a really good time because as everything is changing, so is the economy is also changing, and how people view ad jobs, how people view ad work, and how people view money. All of those things are changing. And basically, there's nothing wrong. I want to say something very clear. There's nothing wrong with having a job in and of itself. There's wonderful, wonderful opportunities to, apply yourself to do what you love. And that can be as an employee. But for a lot of people, that's part of their life, a part of their life that is about to end or has already ended. And those are the people that we want to address today, first and foremost, because we want to show you a little bit of how you can create financial freedom, even if you don't have a 9 to 5 and a monthly or biweekly or weekly paycheck, because it's not just possible. It's actually the fastest growing field, because so many people are feeling, I want to do something different. I want to do it on my own terms, and I want to really bring value, but I don't want to do it in a fixed box, in a environment where I can be so creative. And so, full disclosure, I've never had a job. All of my adult life, I've always been self-employed, an entrepreneur. And as I said before, there were times where it was really amazing in all areas, where it was really fulfilling, where it was really satisfying, where I felt I was making a difference, where I felt like I was exactly living up to my potential, and where it was financially rewarding. And there were times where nothing at all worked out. So, that's any entrepreneur, anyone who works for themselves will tell you this happens because it's part of a natural cycle. It's also part of any company where people are employed, but usually that is not as feelable to the employee. So let me first just say something interesting. We call this job, and the job thing is really something that hasn't been around for all that long. This 9 to 5 profession where people work for money and work's sake. It used to be that people had professions and skills, but they would work on a as needed basis and as much as they needed for themselves and to provide for themselves and their families. It's really since the Industrial Revolution and the industrial age that jobs were kind of a self-serving thing where people are trying to stay busy so they can put food on a table, trying to stay busy so they can earn money. And this is something that has fundamentally changed over the past 200 years or so. That's something to consider. Also, the word job in Hebrew means persecuted or hated. Quite interesting, just considering how many people hate their jobs. But going into the question, how do I create income if I'm not employed? How do I get started? Doesn't it require a lot of money to get started? Don't I need huge, investment ahead of time? Don't I need a big company? Don't I need accountants? And don't I need employees? And don't I need? I'll be honest with you guys. You don't. You really don't. The first thing that you want to figure out is, what is it that you are best at with the least amount of effort? That's really the greatest question. And don't think so much in terms of, is this something I can sell? Is this something I can package? Is this something I can give to others or charge a price for? First and foremost, think about, what am I really, really good at with the least amount of effort? That's the thing that is most fun for you. That's the thing that comes most natural to you. And that's the thing that you will be best at when you begin transferring this as value to other people. Now, you might say, well, I'm really good at reading. I'm really good at analyzing text, or I know a lot about teas. I know all these different kinds of teas that are all over the world. I know where they come from. In this day and age, your skill, what you know a lot about, what you can do really well, and what comes easy to you has a lot of value. And there's a few things that, when I say the economy, it sounds like something abstract. So I want to say what other people are looking for. And other people at this time in our human history are looking for authenticity. That's the number one thing people are looking for. When they go out and look for they want to learn something, they're interested in something, they want to be entertained, they want to be inspired, whatever it is that they're looking for, the first thing they're looking for is authenticity. So you could say, hey, I know a lot about cars, but there's like a million people that are offering knowledge about cars, that are offering knowledge about repairing cars, or about old timers or future of cars. That doesn't really matter. What matters is how you present that knowledge, how you bring that to people, which brings me to the number one industry, if you will. And the number one industry is really knowledge today. It's knowledge, wisdom, because people are looking to expand their skills. People are looking to learn new things. They want to get better at things. They want to understand things better. Nothing is bigger than do it yourself. Do it yourself is something that has grown so much over the past years. And of course, technology has helped with this, right? Because we have YouTube, because we have all these video platforms, because we have all of this, people can now transfer knowledge and bring value to others in a very easy way. And so that is the number one question. Our good friend Frank Stronach, he's a self-made billionaire, came from nothing. He's 89 now. The one thing he always says is, I still don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up. That's his motto. And he just started 2 or 3 new amazing companies, just so you know. But he started from nothing, real poverty, and built a multi-billion-dollar company with 180,000 employees worldwide. But what he always says is, people ask him, Frank, how do I make money? How do I earn money? How do I invest in the right things? He says, you're asking the wrong questions. I've never asked myself the question, how do I make money? He says, making money is easy. And people always laugh and say, easy for you to say because you have a lot. He says, no. Making money is easy. What you need to do is figure out what you love to do, what you're really good at, become better at it, and money and success will be a byproduct. Now, he's gone through multiple crises, internal in his company and external crises in terms of the economy. And he has not just survived through all the crises, he has thrived, which means that no matter what the surroundings are doing, there is a formula. There's something that works because it is authentic. It's what you do best is always going to be what you love and what you're really good at. That's what people are going to feel. And whether you do it online or whether you do it in the real world out there is secondary. So I want to first step into the online field, because today, especially in this day and age, there are still many, many restrictions around the world where people cannot move freely, cannot gather freely. And we talk about this at length in other live streams. So today is not about, judging that. But that's still happening in a lot of places. So that's why I want to focus on online first. We still have this opportunity. The internet is still very, very open at this point. Not completely, but very, very open. So with all the platforms at hand, how do you begin something? And so let's take a field. A lot of people want to help others. I mean, we hear that the most. People that come to us, do our courses, are in our coaching academy, one-on-one, they really want to help others, but they want to help others in their own specific way. So let's say you are really, really good at, let's say something that we don't know a lot about, accounting. Let's say you're really, really good about accounting. And up until now, you thought, well, the only way I could make money as an accountant is to be employed in a big accounting firm, right? No, that's not right. Accounting can be a sexy subject to present to people in videos. Accounting can be something you can talk about on your, if you want, that TikTok channel. Accounting can be something you can talk about on Instagram, on YouTube, on Rumble, on Telegram, and you can do it in your own way. I mean, in this specific economy right now, people are so attracted to other people. For example, let's say you do accounting with a Southern American accent. You know, you're from the South, you're from Texas, or you're from Tennessee or Georgia. There's going to be millions of people who are going to be interested in the topic of accounting presented by someone with a Southern accent. And this might sound stupid, but it's authentic, and that's what people are looking for. So there's so much fear. People come to us and say, well, I would love to start a business. I would love to make a course. I would love to make a YouTube channel. I would love to teach others, but I'm afraid because I can't do it the way others are doing it, or I don't, such and such is doing it. So it doesn't matter how other people are doing it. What matters is your authentic self, because that's what I'm going to connect to. And every day in every way, people are looking for knowledge. Right now, our son Noah is working on his motorcycle, and he's doing multiple things. He's changing the coolant, and he's changing the oil, and he's fixing the brakes and whatnot. You know what he's doing? He's looking up YouTube videos, right? And he's looking up how other people do it. But it could be that you want to, you know a lot about astrology. You know a lot about that and want to show people what you have learned. It could be that you know a whole lot about energy healing. It could be that you know a whole lot about the secret history of our planet. There are so many people out there who are interested in that. And that's where you come in. And it doesn't have to be so complicated. The opportunities today are really, really endless. And let's take something like YouTube. People always ask us, how did you get started on YouTube? The Inspired channel today is at almost 300,000 subscribers. But guess with how many subscribers we started? 0. We didn't have a budget to promote the channel, didn't even want to do that. There was no paying for subscribers. There was no one of the big channels or big people who gave us a shout out. There was none of that. It was just a inspiration that came through a meditation. And I was in the meditation. I woke up one morning and I heard that voice, that God's voice, to tell me, start a YouTube channel, call it Inspired. I didn't even know where the journey was going. I didn't even tell Kristin about it in the first days. I just kept creating it, learning about it, how to do that, how to set that up properly. I'd never really, I'd done YouTube as an artist, but never really successful in creating a channel. And it wasn't about the channel itself. The channel was just a vehicle. That's why it's called a channel. It was about putting my love, my energy, my inspiration into this vehicle. And so I just kept showing up every day. Eventually I told Kristin about it after like a week or so, and she said, let's just keep doing it. And she brought in her energy and she brought in her ideas, and it kept growing. And I think the first 10 subscribers were amazing. When we hit 100 subscribers, it was like, oh my God, we're in the 3 digits. And then it just kept growing and growing. And sometimes it grew like this, and sometimes it grew like this, and then it went down. And ups and downs are a normal part of this. But if you are passionate, excited about something, if you really, really love something, if you really, really feel inspired about something, it's going to translate, even if you are not visible. I mean, you could just write a blog, but if your words, if your sentences, if your word creations are inspired, people feel that. And this has an energy of its own. The economy of the present, but especially of the future, is purpose driven, is skill driven, is authenticity driven, because people are communicating with bots and robots and automatic voices on phones. And what they're craving is real human interaction. They want to feel a human spirit. They want to feel you say things in your way. They want to hear you do things in your way and watch you do things in your way. This is the time. And so many people are afraid to make the jump from a regular 9 to 5 quote unquote safe income, which it isn't anymore. Nothing is, whether you're in government or whether you're in the private sector, nothing is safe anymore. It has just changed so much. So the age of the skill entrepreneur, the purpose entrepreneur has already started. And it is the perfect time to get started on this. Now, eventually in our journey with this YouTube channel, eventually people just came to us and said, hey, we want to collaborate, we want to cooperate. Like a big thing just happened with the new Gaia partnership, where they came to us and said, we love what you're doing, we want to partner with you guys. These things are bound to happen when you show up as your authentic self, and opportunities come along and income comes along. And the interesting thing is that once this first income stream starts to happen, where people are willing to exchange energy in form of paying you to do what you do, almost simultaneously more and more income streams begin to happen. And a lot of people, especially when you're used to working a job for a living, are afraid to set a price for their services or to ask people to pay for their services. But you are never afraid. I mean, you would never feel awkward going to a store, a grocery store, and paying for that. That feels completely natural to you. You pick up the produce and you pick up the bread and you pick up whatever you need and you go and pay for it. That feels natural to you. Value was exchanged. It's the same with your knowledge. It's the same with your wisdom. It's the same with your skills. There's an exchange of value, and we need to throw away all this shame about that. In our mutual living together, money for skills is not the only way to exchange it, but it's a very common way today. It doesn't, you can also barter. You can also say, hey, I'm going to do this for you and you're going to do that for me. That works too. But don't be afraid to set a price and to bring value to what you have to offer. And I want to make something clear. When I say purpose-driven economy, it doesn't mean just people who heal others or people who sing for others or actors or whatnot. Purpose can be to teach someone how to dig a hole. Purpose can be to teach someone how to start a fire. Purpose can be to show someone how to sew or show someone how to knit or how to bake or how to cook or I don't know, how to paint a wall, how to read eloquently, how to sing, how to play the piano. So many skills that are out there that people are looking for. And when I go out there today, and if I want to learn a new instrument, I'm not necessarily going to pick the teacher that everyone else picks. I might go online and pick the person that I feel most connected to. I feel they're presenting this in their own unique, authentic way. And I will be willing to pay for that service. I will be willing to pay them because I feel this is easy for me. This works for me. And this is something that where you have to begin with yourself. Observe yourself. Who do you feel connected to? Where do you feel, oh, I really want to exchange value. This person is so good at what they do. They do it in such a natural way. Yes, I want to pay for their service. Yes, I want to buy their product. These are the new questions. The questions before were how do I get a product produced the cheapest, and how do I kind of trick people into buying it? This was the old way of making money as an entrepreneur. And I'll be honest, it has never worked for me, never resonated with us, never something we wanted to do. And people said, well, if you don't do that, you're never going to make money. And it's quite the opposite. When we focused on our true skills, on our God-given talents, on what comes naturally, what we want to do anyways, more and more people showed up and wanted to show their gratitude by paying us for it or by exchanging value, exchanging energy. So let go of the notion that you are not worth anything or your skills are not worth anything. And how do you get started? I want to emphasize everything you see today that's connected to Inspired had a zero advertising budget. We never put $1 into advertising. We never had sponsored posts. We never paid for promoted posts or anything like that. We just kept following the inspiration every day, every day, every day. Some things worked better, some things didn't work as well, but those taught us something too. So you don't have to wait till next year, till you've saved up. You can start today. You don't have to have the best camera. Go look at our earlier videos. It was our phone. We put our phone there, and we turned the the light that we have on our side table. We turned it that way, and that was the lighting. Or we sat in front of a window and used natural lighting. It isn't about those things. What it's really about is you, how you present yourself, what you show. Maybe you're really handy. Maybe you know how to fix things. Maybe you can teach people how to build their own house, or how to build a shed, or how to start a garden. Think about the skill that you have. And I can promise you, you do have a skill. You have multiple skills, but you have one skill that comes easiest to you and that you love teaching others, or it's so easy for you to teach others. And that's the one you should start with. Today, there is a niche for that. People are looking for that. People are willing to pay for that. And this could be today, could be the start of your entrepreneurship, could be the start of your life as an entrepreneur. And what does that mean? As an entrepreneur, it means your income will vary every month, right? It will change. It will go up. It will get down. It will go crazy up, and it might come down again. It's a different form of living, but it is super, super inspiring because you are in charge of the things you do. You're in charge of what you want to do and what you don't want to do. You decide with your intuition rather than because of duty or obligation to your employer. And I'm not saying run out, quit your job today. What I'm saying is begin by just asking yourself, what am I really, really good at with the least amount of effort? And just write the things down to come to you. You wouldn't believe how much potential that will set free, because you might have never asked yourself that question. What am I really good at with the least amount of effort? And then think about that. This knowledge, this thing that I'm really good at, how could I teach others to do this? How could I show others how to get good at it? Because chances are there's a lot of people out there that want to be good at what you're doing, that want to know what you have to offer, that need that skill. And then remember that this is a different mindset for you, because you're now here, you're setting your own rules here. You don't have to play by the rules of others. Everyone's going to tell you, if you want to sell a product online or a service online, you need sales funnels. If you don't know what that is, to me, those are the annoying websites where you scroll through something and then they sell buy now for $4.99, and if you buy this then there'll be an extra product, and don't leave the website, we're going to give you 50% off, and it runs you through these steps until you finally click give in and buy, even if you're not inspired to. We've never done that. It's not true. It isn't true that you can only be monetarily successful when you do these things. It isn't true that you cannot be authentic and be successful. To the contrary, you have to be authentic to be successful. We don't really have a business model for what we're doing. And Christine and I used to own a company, and we used to be in a world where we sold a solid product to businesses, and that didn't work for us. It just wasn't something that inspired us. It just wasn't something that gave us the spark in the morning to jump out of bed. And so what we're doing now, whether that's in music, whether that's in an Inspired channel, whether that's in coaching people, it doesn't have a business model, because it's really not a business. We're showing up to live up to our purpose as we feel it. That's all we do. And we do it in our own unique way. And we break the rules all the time, the rules of business, the rules of entrepreneurs, the rules of online marketing, or whatever they call it, because we don't even do online marketing. We don't have a budget for that. We don't care for that. We just show up in our own unique way. And the longer we do it, the better it gets. The more we do it, the better it gets. And there's always people who want to tell us, do things differently, you'll sell more. Do things differently, you'll make more. And it just, if it doesn't resonate 100%, we're not doing it. That's our recipe. And we believe that's the recipe for the future, because then you can always, you're proud of what you do. You love to represent what you do. You are what you do. You love to bring that energy because you have nothing to hide, no fear of coming across as sleazy or inauthentic. That is highly important. So, the best ways today to transfer knowledge, by far, number one is video. I mean, this is just the easiest way for people to learn, but not the only way. There's people who love to read, people who love to go and read blogs and read through your stories and love that kind of. There's people who love audio. I mean, there are people that are highly successful at explaining things to others in an audio format, like an audiobook. And if you begin thinking about what is easiest to you, am I a visual type? Am I an audio type? Am I a video type? Narrow it down. What comes easiest to you? Do I want to start a blog? You can do that for free. Do I want to start a video channel? You can do that for free. Do I want to create a course? You can do that for free. Do I want to record something for people to listen to? Guess what? You can do that for free. I mean, if you look up a few tips and tricks online, you can record pretty great quality stuff just on your iPhone. It's quite amazing, or on your smartphone, any smartphone really, what you can do. And how do you bring that to people? Ask yourself, who might be looking for what I'm offering and where are they looking for it? This is really important. And to answer those questions, ask yourself, where am I looking for knowledge? Where am I looking for information? Where am I looking to learn things? Start there. So, this world that we live in right now does not require of you to bring a lot of capital to start a business if you want to transfer knowledge and skills. It is really about showing up and getting clear on your vision, clear on your image, and don't be afraid to polish it, change it, adapt it. All those things are going to come to you. Starting a website is free. If you go to a website like Wix.com, Wix.com, you can create a website for free. Now, if you're, they're going to run small ads, but it's a free website. You don't need $1 or euro to invest in there, and you can present yourself to the world. Of course, all the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram channels, all that stuff is free, of course, to use. I mean, it comes with, when I say free, is you don't give money to use it. So it isn't a lack of opportunity. But I understand there is a fear factor, and you might be saying, okay, but I have kids. I'm older. Who wants to listen to a 70-year-old transfer purpose, wisdom, and knowledge? Me. I love, love, love connecting with elders that are transferring knowledge and wisdom. As a matter of fact, that's my preferred way of learning, from elders. Always has been. So,
you just said a good example at the Yado retreat, Karen.
Exactly. Our she was the younger of the youngest. She was our oldest participant at the Yada retreat, and she's 70, and she had so much wisdom to share, life experience in such a humble and beautiful way that it was beautiful for all of us to listen and learn from her. And we actually asked her to put that in writing, as we would love to help her bring that wisdom to more people. So you need to throw out all the rules of the past, all the limitations you have in your mind, all the belief systems that keep you from doing things. You might say, hey, I'm underweight, I'm overweight, I'm too short, I'm too tall, my chin is too big. Forget those things. Those things really don't matter. What matters is who you are, what you know really well, what you're really good at with the least amount of effort, and what you can bring in terms of value to others. That is the name of the game. And if you begin, I can promise you, if you follow these simple steps, again, ask yourself first and foremost, what am I really good at with the least amount of effort? Then write those things down to come to mind. Then ask yourself, where might people be looking for these things? And then ask yourself, what is the simplest way of showing people how to do that or transferring that knowledge? And then just begin. You don't need money for that. You already, if you can watch me on whatever screen you're watching me right now, you have everything you need. I promise you. You have internet access. You have some sort of screen. As a matter of fact, there was a time, I want to say probably for, I don't know, a couple months, where both our laptops broke down and didn't work, and I believe we ran some of that stuff on phone only for a while, the channel and everything. So I'm telling you, if you really want it, if you really desire to do that, there's always a way. And then consider this: you're already connected in different kinds of groups, but especially here in the Inspired Tribe, you're already connected with a lot of people, whether that's on a Telegram chat or on Facebook or here on YouTube. Connect with each other. I bet there are people looking for what you have to offer. And begin, whether you have 3 or 7 children or you're 25 or 75, it doesn't matter. You will never regret beginning to do what you love and what you know is your purpose. And I want to say this again. When Christine gets excited about something, which happens, it kind of happens out of the blue, but she might get excited about is, painting, or she might get really excited about a new technique in refinishing furniture. I mean, within a week, she will know everything there is to know, and she will start applying that knowledge. But what is really cool is she's looking for authentic people that she feels inspired by to learn that. And when I listen kind of on the side to those people, I can feel their passion. They talk about refinishing furniture with the greatest passion and joy and inspiration, and it just makes you want to listen to it, even if you're not into refinishing furniture. That's what I'm talking about. Purpose and passion aren't just things for famous people, or aren't just things for people who are spiritual, or aren't just, these are things for everyone. I mean, there's a guy that delivers our mail every day. He's always smiley. He listens to music. He jams out. He's friendly. We chat. We have a good time. He has a good time. That guy's on purpose. Does he have an important job? Hell yeah. I mean, he delivers really important mail to people every day. He makes sure they get their mail. Could be checks, could be $1 million checks he's delivering. Can you imagine how much money has gone through his hands into the mailbox? Just think about purpose is everywhere where you want to look for it. And you have it within you. You have it within you. Maybe you're really good at making bracelets or necklaces. You've always had this. You were very talented at this. Get started today. I promise you, you won't regret it. Maybe you're really good at designing posters. Maybe whatever it is that floats your boat that you're passionate about, begin today. Begin today. Begin today. You will not regret it. There's a good chance that 6 months from now, a year from now, you will ask yourself, why didn't I start sooner? Why did I keep going to that office building that doesn't inspire me? I don't believe in the mission. I was just afraid to lose income. I was just afraid to lose benefits. I was just afraid I couldn't make it on my own. Just begin. I'm not saying throw it all out. Just begin today. You will never regret starting to live your passion. This is the day of the passion, purpose, and skill entrepreneurs. And you won't even have to sell stuff. You'll just have to be yourself. And that sales part will kind of happen naturally, more naturally than you think. So this is how this goes. Oh, thank you so much to Rebecca for your contribution. Is that pounds? Did we get pounds today? 10 pounds. Thank you.
Rebecca is from England.
Rebecca, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. We do.
She says she's the #1 fan. See, there you go.
#1 fan. Oh, Rebecca, thank you so much. Man, so again, people. Also, I know a lot of things have come to people in the past years. So many people want to write books. I love that. And I know you have a story to tell. And I believe in your story. And you have a story to tell that only you can tell. But consider this. While you're writing that book, begin connecting with an audience. Start talking about your experiences. Begin writing little posts about it. Begin introducing yourself and your vision and what you write about to the world. By the time your book is finished, you will already have fans that will already wait for what you have to say. Don't wait till the product is finished and then go, who do I show this to? Begin now, begin today. We Humans are craving human connection. We want authenticity. And truly, all these avenues, transferring wisdom, transferring knowledge, transferring skills is just another avenue for us to connect, for us to be human, for us to be social. So don't miss out. Start today in your own way. If you don't want to do it online, that's fine. The analog world is looking for you. Your community, your neighborhood, they're all looking for you. Maybe you're really good at cleaning windows. Whatever it is, start today. I can't stress this enough. Don't think you don't have the skills. Everything that you don't know now, you will pick up along the way. You will learn it from others who are already sharing their skills. You will learn it from others who've already started. But you have to begin today. And if you do us a favor. Share it with us. Share it with the tribe. Let us know what you're up to. Even if you can't, if we cannot always reply to everything, share it with the tribe. Let people know. It's not just about you introducing yourself to them. It's about giving them inspiration, them courage. Show them that you can do it and they can do it too. I mean, I firmly believe if you all started today, there's a good chance that a bunch of you could be millionaires by 2023. And that's not even what it's about. That would be a side product. Money and success is the side product of living your purpose. And we do believe in you. So today's a really, really, really good day to start Inspired Tribe. All righty. From our own journey, we've told you a little bit. The probably the biggest takeaway here is that there is no set path. There are no set rules. You are living and learning, creating, inspiring, attracting, and adjusting. That's how this works. Inspired Tribe, we have a few really, really cool things coming up, so don't leave just yet. We want to announce a few really cool interviews that are coming up. Yeah, so in the next weeks and months, until the end of the year, we have some really cool interviews scheduled. The next one that's coming out is our second interview with Max Egan. Please, on the top of the live chat and in our link tree in the description, there's a link to our Rumble channel. Please subscribe to our Rumble channel because part of that interview is only going to be posted there and part's going to be posted here. So Max Egan's coming up. Then we're going to have a really, really cool interview with world famous Vedic astrologer Joni Patri. She's really cool and exciting. And man, she knows so much. It's sometimes mind-boggling to me how much she knows about Vedic astrology and how accurate she is at that. Then, no, it's not yet. Not yet. Kristine's so excited. Not yet. Then the third one is going to be with Gabriel Miguel. He is really, really involved in the Anastasia Foundation. He just started the first Anastasia nonprofit, which is from the Ringing Cedar books that are closest to her heart. The Ringing Cedar books, always in the description of our live streams, the best books ever written. And he is all about connecting Anastasia readers to help create settlements and so forth. That's going to be an interview coming up. And then Inspired Tribe, that's the one Kristin has been like super excited about behind the scenes. We have David Icke coming up in December. We're going to do an interview with David Icke. Super excited about that too. So please do subscribe to our Rumble channel as well.
Most of those interviews will be on Rumble.
Yeah,
the huge part of the
interview. Like Max Egan, David Icke, the biggest part of those interviews were probably going to be on Rumble. Just some things that are not suitable for YouTube. So Tribe, there's a really cool time coming up till the end of the year. We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the Inspired channel. Thank you for joining us and get started today. We believe in you. We believe in you. All right. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the Inspired channel.